Hi everyone, I'm here to share with you a little bit about my Inktober Day 6 with Daisy that I'm doing with the James Luke Burke Creative, the Burkemates Inktober. And today's prompt was, a crown can be a gown if you wear it upside down. So I had just sketched her out with pencil and everything first, and I wasn't going to add any liquid ink to it at all, but once I ended up with this and some of these decorations and everything, these doodles, I was wanting to darken the background, so maybe like some of the actual doodling will pop a little bit better. So I'm going to be doing that. And it's funny when I think about it because it sounds like that's like boring. Hey, do you want to see me like paint a background of a picture I drew? But I don't know. It sounds like something I would watch. So I'm just putting water down first, a little bit of water down so that I can kind of, when I add the ink, I can just kind of drop the ink in and the water will help it spread on its own, which I love. So there's that. Let's see here. I have a little bit of ink here, but I always feel like a little bit always ends up being like a lot of it. Like I even poured way too much out just to do this. I'm not quite used to it at all yet, but that's alright. But see what I mean? How it spreads out? Isn't that freaking awesome? You can see where I kind of missed a little bit of water, little area there. How cool is this? I like to just kind of like let it naturally like flow out. I might add a little bit more water as I go. And I feel like you can like, I don't know, add layers this way. I mean, even again, like, whoops, I didn't really want to go over that line. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, you could even just keep like, you could dry this in layers. You can start with just like this layer, and you could just add, your ink and stuff, and then you can dry it, wait for it to dry, or use a one of the hand dryers, and then come in and add more layers to it. It'll just give like more of a texture, more layers. It'll look a little deeper. So sort of just depends on how much you like, what kind of effect you're going for. And like I've said before, and like I'll say again, I keep saying I have no idea what I'm doing. But like that's all part of it. I'm just doing what kind of feels right in all of these drawings and everything that I create. Some things I'm a lot more comfortable with, and I feel like I've mastered kind of, and those are the things where, I don't quite feel like I do with this, which is like really kind of uncomfortable. Like I feel like I'm out of my comfort zone. I think I mentioned in another video, I would never draw this in a million years. And I'm so happy to be producing these things that I drew by hand and that I've added ink to, in various ways. I'm hoping, I feel like so committed to this. Like once I've started, like I really want, I hate quitting things that I've started. So I try to be careful not to commit to too much at the same time. There's some things that I just have to realize, like I just can't do everything. I can't participate in everything. I can't take all of the classes all at the same time. I want to. Can I, quit my full-time job and just, do art stuff all the time? Some people do. That'd be amazing. But it's all right. I actually like my job. But I love arting. I love it. So yeah, I just doodled her dress, like her crown just turned around, and so I don't know. We're going with it. We're just gonna go with it. today's my Friday, so I have the next 2 days off, and that's awesome. I have a lot of oops, I have a lot of chores to do. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes if you're fast enough and it's not too inky, you can pick it up. I picked up most of that with this paper towel, so that's the other really cool thing about this medium, honestly. I'm learning so much. The more I use it, the more comfortable I'm getting with it. And a lot of it too is just not putting too much pressure on yourself. I mean, some people are masters at inking. We know that. We see them all the time. Jake Parker, he's the guy that started Inktober. He's like a master illustrator. He's very good at what he does, and it's amazing how he's been able to inspire so many people, and it's like reached so far. And so many people take it and kind of put their own spin on it, kind of like what this is, it's for Inktober, but it just has its own themes. It's not necessarily Jake's list, which I think is okay. I wonder how he feels about that. I'm hoping that he feels happy because, it's just pushing, more people to kind of do, I think, follow through with his original intention. It's like there's something that you want to practice at and get better. Like, you're only going to get better if you do it. I know he's talked about that, before, so, and it's true. I'm not, necessarily even planning on being a master illustrator. I'm not planning on anything, but I love creating so much, and I admire seeing all of the other creators out there in all of the different mediums that they use, because obviously there's like so many different supplies, a never-ending amount. So yeah, that is one thing I do like about challenges, because I'll end up just learning a lot. Like one challenge I participated in earlier this year was index card a day ICAD, where you can follow the prompt lists. There's several lists out there as well for that, but basically you just make an index card a day every single day, for I think it was 61 days straight, like 2 months. And I was like, oh, I really want to do that. I saw it last year, and I wasn't nowhere near last year with all of like the mixed media and stuff that I am now. But anyways, I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And, kind of like with this challenge right now too, it's like, I'll do my best. And if I can't see it all the way through, or if it's just not for me or something, I'm not going to be hard on myself about it, I want to do the things that make me feel good and make me feel happy. But yeah, so I stuck with that, and I started trying to follow the prompts, but that was really overwhelming for me. So I just did a whole bunch of collage on most of them. I just, did whatever came to me at the time, whatever scraps were around me at the time, or paints. I used so many different products, and I made it through the whole 61 days. And I think I posted for each of the 61 days too. I don't think I skipped a single day. And that was awesome. That was a really awesome challenge. And, it made me dedicate and focus on this one type of creation, like every day. And I loved it. It gave me just more experience, playing with paper and playing with supplies, and, putting all these different supplies together to create like a cohesive, finished, creation, even if it's as small as an index card. I mean, some of the ones I made I thought were really, really cute. They were really awesome. I actually want to glue some of them, probably many of them, to regular size postcards, and mail them to family and friends and stuff. So yeah, I did that this year. So this is just another one of those things where I'm just like, I try to do as much as I can. I try to watch as much as I can. I try to learn as much as I can. I love creating, and I'm finding, the supplies and like the styles and just the things that work best for me. And that really, you know, strikes a chord with me. So ink is definitely not my usual thing at all. So by the end of the month, like if I can do this every day for 30 days, I'll be interested to see, you know, how I'm doing, how it all looks. And I'm doing them on these separate cards, pages. This is a Strathmore mixed media. Small. It's a smaller size. Here it is, 6 by 8. And so I wanted something that wasn't too big, because I can, you know, that's kind of overwhelming when you have like a really large page. Sometimes for me, anyways. But yeah. So, anyways, this is me, just another video rambling and painting, and you know, this is me on a Saturday night, which is my Friday night. Let's not get too crazy over here, right? Party. Oh, I forgot to mention too, the reason why I'm here is because I just got done watching James Burke's live video on Instagram. Like every once in a while he'll do a live thing on Instagram where he creates something on camera, like live, and it's amazing. And so anytime I watch, you know, one of the artists I love a lot, I always can't, like, I get that itch, like, okay, I'm gonna go create now. I'm gonna go create now. So I couldn't even wait. Like as soon as I finished watching that video, I was back in here like, you know, let me finish up my daisy for the day and see if I can get it posted, see if I can get it shared. So anyways, that's it. That's it for day 6. And it was all about turning a crown upside down. A crown can be a gown if you wear it upside down. So there it is. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.